Hello, beautiful artisans. I hope you're having a beautiful Sunday, a beautiful start to your Sunday. I'm enjoying a really good cup of coffee because it's really cold out. And the colder it is outside, it seems the coffee or the hot cocoa, which later I'm making a hot cocoa with almond milk. So it like knocks off like 100 calories off the regular hot cocoa. And then I'll put just a half a teaspoon of cocoa, but it is good. So try it. Anyway, with that, I wanted to share a few things with you today. Uh, so a couple updates. One update, is I was, honored to get someone who's like, "Hey, I really love that quilt. I want to buy it." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, But, to do that, what I have to do is post it on Macari because that's an established shop that I have. But I haven't used it in a while, so I have to take some time to go back in there and see what's going on with the shipping, with the pricing, if they changed anything with packaging requirements. And I have to weigh it. And it doesn't sound like these things take time, but it does because I'm also out of ink. So I have to get some ink anyway. But I can't get some of these things until like the middle or end of this week. So the timing is a little bit of a thing. So again, I am honored, and so I've asked the person who asked for this to just connect with me through the email on YouTube, because that way it won't be too much pushed out. But I feel like the everything I'm doing to prep for the art and craft show is totally taking up lots of time right now, because I'm going to show you the quilt. I was up till 11 o'clock last night. Well, I finished this quilt, and then I was up another few hours sewing more yo-yos. And that will be the last quilt for the moment that I will make. But I plan to actually make these ongoing. And this is the reason. There's a few things I want to share with you I've come to realize. So I also absolutely will continue my Boro inspired and my Kawandi and all other scrap fabric projects. However, what's happening with the yo-yos is I'm noticing it's a beautiful, beautiful way to use up my scrap fabrics fairly quickly. So I'm left with very little, and like I have a drawer that's empty. So, and I went and scouted for more fabrics. So that's number one. I'm finding it's truly an efficient way to give our earth a little hug, and people love the look, and they are adorable. And I have to give a shout out to one of my members on Patreon. She made some yo-yos, and they are just stunning. Now, it looks to me there's like lace around one of her yo-yos. Just beautiful. So, and there's so many things you can put bows. I kind of want to do one with all bows in like the centers. And I have a piece where I did all buttons. I'll share that with you. You may have seen it before. It's a Christmas tree, but it has all buttons in the middle. So there's all kinds of things that you can do to adorn your beautiful yo-yos. So now that's one. Second thing, before we even get to this beautiful, beautiful Halloween themed quilt, is I want to share with you some more things that I was gifted. And now the friend of mine, the artisan friend of mine who gifted these to me, she gave a whole bunch to the nonprofit organization, but she thought of me too. She thought of me, and I thought, and what I do. So let me show you a few things here. I gotta sip this as we go along. How do you like that for a Halloween mug? I think I showed it to you before. 50 cents for that. So, so yeah, there was first let me show you what I got at the thrift shop, and then I'll show you what my friend gifted me. So they were having 50% off the other day. Now, the fabrics I can't show you because I have them stacked in sixes. I should have picked 5 or 7, but I've got 6 designs laid out that I'm cutting out yo-yos. And something one of the members on Patreon and I were discussing is that, and I've said this before because it's just so odd. It really is almost odd. You can take a piece of fabric that isn't very attractive, let's say, or you just don't know what to do with it. Turn it into a yo-yo. And it's gorgeous. It's like, what is that? Anyway, they were having 50% off at the thrift shop, and because they are switching over from summer to fall. So check this out. $2. So I thought I'd get it. And look, I think what someone did is they could have done these by hand. These are sequins. Now, I gotta tell you, I don't know where they are here. Yeah, I'm gonna show you this. Hold on a moment. I got gifted to me. It was in a thrift shop. Yeah, I think it was from actually my friend. Look, I got like 3 or 4 of these. These are sequin pins. And I'm saying, well, what do you do with sequin pins? Now, I have a drawer of sequins back here, but I never use them. Um, but I have them, I figure when I was going through my thrift shop stuff, I'd just keep them. So, but these are sequins. That's what these are. And there's some beads in the center, but look how beautiful that is. So, I'll be, and the other side is like that. So she must have done this, the person who put the lining, she put a lining in there. So anyway, that's lovely. So I got that for 2. I think I got this for $2 too. It was pretty darn low. Look, this is a backpack. I didn't open it up yet, but it's a backpack I got for when I do these art and craft fairs. I'm lucky enough to be in 3 of them. Just, there was a day when I would be, in 'em whenever I wanted all year long. And it's taken me a couple of years to step back, not for me to step back into, but to actually get in them. So that's what's different about today is it takes time. Look at all the pockets in here in this. So I can put my granola bar in here. They're going to be selling coffee, I believe, but if not, I'm going to trek it over to the guild and make my coffee because that's what I typically do anyway, and then go back to my tent. But I figure I can put a couple snacks in there and maybe just have all my stuff on me there. Now, okay, so I poured everything out in a tray. I'm standing up for this because we can't use my table because the quilt is on it and I have to sew it together. But I wanted to show you before I got moving on it because I probably won't lift my head up for the next 6, 7 hours, I'm telling you. It's now or never, as the song goes. So I want to show you the design before we go too far, and then I'll show you again when it's done. But it's important that I have at least a couple of these yo-yo quilts done for this show. And the guild wants me, they want me to bring these and show people I'm doing them. So now look at this. I'm going to put this down a tiny bit. I'm just going to show you the tray. I want to show you what was in the bag, in one of the bags. So look at these cords. These cords cost a pretty penny. Now they're curtain cords. And you can see here, look, someone was saving tassels. And now there's a few, look, there's a few doilies. Look, These are gorgeous. I'm going to wash these. Now to wash them, you don't put them in a loader or anything. You just don't do that. These are very old. And so these will just go in the basin, just soaking in some very tepid water, very, very mild. So these are gorgeous. I love doilies like that. So anyway, there's a lot of this type of cord. Now, I was thinking of tassels on a keychain before she even gave these to me. It's kind of going through my mind, and then she gives this to me. And we don't even talk about these things, and this keeps happening. So we got maybe like ESP going on. Anyway, the universe looks out for all of us. And then there's these beautiful ribbons. Look, more sequin type ribbon and another ribbon. So anyway, I've got a bunch of those. So I'm gonna put that over there. Now, this next thing is a little difficult to show you everything. So I'm going to take out it's yarn. So I'll give you an idea what's in there. It's just so much, so much. So now, oh, first I'm going to show you this. Look at this. This is a bag. Now, I got to tell you, this is amazing that I got this. Now, some of these are not full, some are empty, but others are full. And I have a nightmare of a time with my sewing machine keeping thread full on it. Because once I start sewing, I'm sewing in, so like with my hats or bags I might make or whatever I'm making. And it's always a big trek for me to get to the store, and then I buy a few. So this solves that problem right here. That's amazing. When I saw that, I almost dropped. I'm like, that is just amazing. Now, this bag, look, I'm going to show you the bag. That bag, okay? Now, in that bag, there's a few of these. This is really very beautiful. I need my scissors here. So you see behind me that I use these. And this is kind of what she's doing. Very thoughtful to save these for me. Okay. So, always give them the test and pull. If you get them in the thrift shop, if they break easily, then just keep them to the side and use them for something that maybe marking your work or something. But always double test. So I'll be going through the little test factors there. But a lot of these yarns, look, this yarn has the label on it. I want to say that's 100% wool, is it? This is, look, this feels like wool, and it's 100% wool. Now, for you to buy 100% wool skein today is a little pricey. It just is. So now for those of you out there needle felting, when you get back to your needle felting, some of you know that you can take your yarn, and I've showed you, you can take your yarn and if it's wool or at least 60% wool, and you can needle felt it, dry needle felt it into a piece of fabric wool, whether you're making a little bag or this and that. This is perfect for that. This is 100%. Look, that was $3 in its day, I guess. $3.40. That's not what you're going to pay now. Anyway, so the whole bag is like this. Now, somebody was really into wool. Look at that. That's the black and white checker. I love that. This is more wool. Look at this. That's gorgeous. I mean, it's gorgeous. Here's another. Now, whatever I decide I'm not going to use, I'm going to be gifting to people I think, who can use this. I'm not throwing that away, and I'm not going to just hold on to it because, I'm going to hold on to it. I could also bring it back up to the shop. But look, this is gorgeous. Look at this. Let's see if I can show you. That's hand spun. You see how it's wide and then thin, and that's 100% combed, woven. That's gorgeous. I don't know if you can say woven. So here's another that's like a ribbon type. That's lovely, and that's a fall color. A lot of these are fall colors. I remember when this came out. Look, the shiny. That's lovely. I'm gonna put some of these over here, and I'll show you a few more, and then we'll go to the quilt, the Halloween quilt. A fall, I should say fall themed. But anyway, yeah, here's more of a ribbon. There's a ribbon. That's lovely. And look, this is gorgeous. This might be something I can use right now too. This is all wool. This might be Angora. This is Angora. This is not like sheep's wool. This is either alpaca. This is either rabbits. So it's either Angora. This is gorgeous. Or it's oh, this is soft. Or this is expensive. Let me tell you right now, expensive, and depending where you get it. So if somebody gifts you or you find that in the thrift shop, grab it. Don't worry, it doesn't have the label on it or you're just getting a little bit. Just get it. That's totally, it could be alpaca or rabbit. So, now this is super soft and silky. This is either, again, this is either alpaca, llama, that type of deal. That's what these are organics in here. And this is sheep's wool dyed. That's gorgeous. So anyway, that's what I got there. And look, there's brand new, the ribbon type if you've seen it. There it is. So it's just lovely. I need to go through that more, but I give you an idea of that. Now I'm going to move the computer so you can see, and I'll sit down here and we'll take a look. Look at this, and I'll talk to you about it because I want to talk to you about what happened. See. Okay. So I will just, this is going to be covering up. Oh, I gotta there we go. Okay. So we'll put that, I don't have it pinned. So part of it is going to be, hopefully my computer doesn't fall. If you fall, I'll come over and get ya. Okay. So you can tell I didn't get much sleep. So we'll put this down. There. Maybe I'll just pin this while we're talking. So it stays where, but I keep moving them, and there's a reason for that. But these I'll worry about these later, but this way I can move it. So if you look at the colors, we've got orange, black, and then a designy black. And I started out with the dress. This is the dress. Look, isn't this gorgeous? Now I stayed with the same kind of design with the little ones, just kind of, but look at this. This is just, I love it. Now, this is, I'm going to put this back up for a moment. This is bigger than I anticipated. So this came out, so instead of 20, of the yo-yos. It came out 24. There's 24. So the rows are 6. And part of that uh, developed because of the design. So I was very limited with this color, this I'll put that down a tiny bit. This um that came from a dress. So I only got 2 of the little ones out of that. And I could only get 2 out of this design, which I love. And so but the limitation, this is what I was saying, the limitations challenge us to really think about what we have in front of us and where our eye is going, how the piece is flowing, what is it you really, really want, and do you downsize it? So my very first not gut feeling, my very first thought, it wasn't a gut feeling, but it was a thought, like, oh man, this is going to be small, maybe I have to make it small. I didn't like that thought. I wanted it to be at least the 24 by 29 or 30, whatever. So I kind of, I stayed with I had 28 by 29. So the 28 was too big, and so I folded it just a couple folds, and lo and behold, it just kind of came together, and filling in the spaces and overlapping these pieces just a little bit more made it just lovely. Now, what I'm going to do is tie knot them with black thread primarily, and I may do the little ones with an orange thread. I started another floral last night. Late. It was late, and it was maybe too late. But I got 6 done. So I want to today see if I can get at least most of the rest of them done today. Because what that means 14 if I stay with my original design that I did of the beautiful floral one that uh one of you beautiful members wants to buy. Which, you know what they say about artists, we're very good at creating, but we're not market people. We don't know what to do when you get there. Anyway, with that, I wanted to share with you those couple things that happened. So I ran out of the designs that I had, and so I was just kind of improvising, and that's when I decided to take this fabric and cut a few into the larger yo-yos here, and I just love it. So and then this is a piece of fabric I would never typically use. I just and like this a member of Patreon, and I said, it's amazing. Seriously, you can pick a pattern. Look at the pattern. I wouldn't typically do much with this necessarily. And I make it into a yo-yo, and look at that. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's see if I can put this more centered so you can see this quilt a little bit better. I'll bring it up like that. When I finish it, I'll share it with you again. So I am still back and forth on the design, but basically this is what it's looking like. So anyway, that's all fall kind of pattern, not patterns, fabrics going on to give it a Halloweeny. I wanted at least one of these and one of the floral at the art and craft. So now tomorrow, I'm going to be finishing up these are already finished, these coin bags. So look, Aren't those gorgeous? And this one with the little keychain, I really love. And so I'll be finishing up a few more. This one, I put the little loop on. I just have to put my snaps. And now I sashiko stitched that. This I think I sashiko stitched with you. And then I went ahead and did some machine stitching in it because I really wanted more stitches, and I know I don't have the time. So this will be a keychain, but this will have a snap here and a little bow. So that will be another one. And then I'll finish up a couple more. I have a couple more back there, probably three. And then we'll do some more keychains. And then this week, guess what? I have to get a go to get a tent, which is in my unit, so I have to go get that, and that's big, and clean out the car. So all these things take time, and I have to get ink at the end of the week because guess what? I have no cards, so I have to, and tags, I have to do signs. So these things I have to start at least 3 days before that show. Let me know how you do your shows. Are you having to start, days before, making sure you have everything together, like things to bring to? So anyway, with that, I wanted to jump on here and share this, and I think it's just lovely, and so I love this. But yeah, I kind of keep doing it over. I'm gonna just fold it here because I have it pinned. Anyway, with that, you have a beautiful day, and we'll see you in the next one.